Oh, hey everybody! As you may have guessed, the Feminist Club is launching a YouTube channel. When we started this club, we wanted to create a space where people could come and learn about feminism in a non-threatening, safe environment. You could ask questions, and you could connect with other feminists. Unfortunately, it's really hard to cover a lot of the topics that we wanted to cover during our general meetings and events and stuff like that. So we thought we'd come up with a YouTube channel where we could do interviews with people on campus who are doing really exciting things. We're also going to do topics introducing feminist concepts or things which relate to feminism in some way. For example, post-structuralism or intersectionality or privilege or any of those things. We're also going to probably do little rants or whatever, comments on things that are happening in the world today. I want to leave you with 4 things which will help you in your journey to become a better feminist, better social justice warrior, and just a better person in general. And these are in no particular order. Number 1, empathy. Empathy is extremely important. Try to practice empathy in all aspects of your life. When someone is talking to you, when you're going to ask a question, try to think of it from the point of view of the other person. Before you say something like, oh, why don't these people do that? Try to put yourself in their shoes. Empathy can help with a lot of things. People who victim blame, they could definitely use a good dose of empathy. Another thing which is a really great tool is keeping in mind there's always a spectrum. In the way we're taught, especially in Western societies, is we see things in black and white. It's this or it's that. Evil, good, blah, blah, blah. Remember that that is rarely the case, that there's a one or another type scenario. It's usually that it's a spectrum. So there's the gender spectrum, this spectrum of sexuality. There is privilege. Some people have more privilege or less privilege than other people, depending on a lot of different intersections of their identity. There's so many spectrums in the world, so try not to think of things in terms of black and white, but think of things as a spectrum. Another thing that is extremely important is being open-minded, being really excited and curious and receptive to other ideas, because unfortunately a lot of the things we're taught in mainstream education are actually, they're not the full story. So keeping an open mind will help you better learn and grasp concepts of feminism and social justice. And it'll just make your life a whole bunch more interesting. And the last thing is to listen. I can't stress this enough. Listening is extremely important. A lot of people don't really know how to listen. What they do is they hear another person talking and they're just preparing in their head, okay, what am I going to say? I want to sound really interesting. I want to take up all the airspace, show everyone how incredibly educated and intelligent and awesome I am. And unfortunately, a lot of people in positions of privilege take up a lot more airtime than other people. When I say that, I acknowledge that I am a white, cis settler, that I'm also young, so ageism. I am able-bodied, so I completely acknowledge that I do have quite a bit of privilege. So hopefully with this channel what we're going to do is promote the voices of people who have been disadvantaged because of racism, sexism, transphobia, homophobia, all that stuff, and try to promote their voices. And also promote the voices of people who are working on very interesting projects to help make this world a more equal place. We encourage people to send us emails or comment or subscribe to our YouTube channel and ask us to do videos on certain topics that interest you. Or if you know someone who would be really interesting person to interview who's doing really amazing things, just let us know and we will definitely put them on our YouTube channel to promote their work. Anyway, I will see you all later.